What's going on, everybody? Back at you one more time. Another video. Still in the open beta 137. Just got some new mods to check out. Got some engine packs that's on the workshop, on the Steam workshop. This is the N14 Cummins engine sound pack for the F mod, new for the 137. 137 it's in full swing, and I'm gonna let y'all go on ahead and get a little roll of it. Well, roll of the sound. I am driving the automatic. I can't switch over. Just pause the pause the video a little bit. So I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna go back in. Stuff all twisted up a little bit. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me straighten out a little bit. No, I was all tangled up. So my mouse all tangled up. I don't know how that happened. Other than that, hopefully everything's good with everybody. Hope y'all been enjoying the videos. Sooner or later, I'll be probably streaming, but got some other things I'm doing. Was out yesterday, outside working on the van. Had a serious issue that needed to be addressed very quickly. I mean, very soon. It's ASAP, because it would have really messed the truck up. So, and I'm gonna go on ahead and switch over to stick shift so y'all can get the joy of that. But I was in automatic mode. This is my realistic driving series so far. We're just doing, I don't know how long I'm gonna do that, but just I guess until the beta's in, I guess, because using as less mods as I can. I'm only using the mods that I know that are updated and they won't cause any conflict for me. So hopefully the information I did send on the page help you see exactly what F-mod is all about. So inside the truck, and we can actually roll down the windows. I'm just gonna roll them down a little bit and roll them all the way down. Now this sound pack, now there's a few of them. Somebody had made them, and the only way you can get them is on the Steam workshop. Plus I got the track R running also. So yeah, so I think this is the heavy haul so we're gonna run this, and sound pretty good. I got some Detroit ones too. So the N14 is the newest one that I have. So that's another thing I've been waiting on. A lot of the modders or whoever that deals with sounds to update them, because I even found some other information for myself, so I'll be able to edit my own if I need to edit them whenever I'm ready to. But I'm not ready to edit any sounds right now. I'm really not ready to do anything right now other than mod tests at the time being, because I got enough on my plate already. So I'm doing an intake leak, doing an intake gasket on my van, and that's already got me occupied right now. It's raining outside, so I can't get back out there to finish it up. So I was supposed to have been at least had the intake manifold out by now. Losing a lot of well, I think it was mainly misfiring and whatnot, and create some other issues. So I finally put her down to go on ahead and get her together. So it doesn't sound bad at all. And then I got another buddy of mine by Johnson Customs. He's actually building a sound pack also. So you'll probably find his on the Steam Workshop also. I do have it in the. I don't think I have it installed, but I do have it installed, but I don't have it activated. So yeah, busy. I'm always busy, you know. Other than that. Sounds real good. I'm gonna go in and go outside real quick and see how it sounds. I got the Shorty 28, unfortunately, because this is mainly a smaller profile, so didn't want to use a bigger profile, not unless I needed to. I mean, mainly my mod testing. I'm trying to do more realistic stuff, you know, as much as I can. I'll be glad when somebody fixed the brakes. Brake sound, they sound too SES. The horn sounds good. Now that's SES's horn. But other than that, I think the other horns still beeps. Well, it's definitely a difference between what I was dealing with the SES sound. So they may still come out with some more sounds. I don't know what they're doing. So all we can do is just pace ourselves. The modders are definitely doing their thing. A lot of people don't want to really hear the SES sounds anyway, so you know, so they just mainly make the modders go to work. That's mainly it. Also, we have the international. I mean, not the international Lone Star that's in one of the AI traffic vehicles now. So that's nice. Let's see if I can hit the Jake. That's the Jake. Y'all can hear the Jake. I'm gonna try to turn it up a little bit. Not bad at all. It sounds real good. But they have I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna try to explain the best way I can, because I'm still learning. Which now we dealing with bank files now. So that's gonna be something new. And everything has its own little file or something like that. So I mean, everything has its own individuality or personality, whatever. When it comes down to the sounds now. So I mean, it's just something new. You know, just like I said, you don't know what they're doing, and then it's actually adding, because now you got different sounds coming through. You know, when you got the window open, comparing it when it's closed, or when you're driving past something, and then it gets higher or gets more amp. So, and then I think even our RPMs even changed. So I'm getting ready to deliver. Let me see, what am I delivering? Some dry milk, 24,191, going to Canetta, Yetta or something. I think that's how you say it. I'm not really on that right now. But I think I got the GTM trucks in here. I got a Western Star truck in here. And I just put the Pingas updated edit his W900 edit 136, and I took some other 135 mods out, and I think I put some other trucks that I'm gonna check out later. Not sure when I'm gonna check them out. So, now what I might do, because I don't know how overbearing is my mic, but I'll probably do another video of this with these sounds again, so y'all can just hear the sounds and not just hear me. But you know, I figure if I'm doing a video, might as well be louder than the truck. And also you can adjust all the sounds according to 137, which I got all my sounds up because I want to adjust them as I go. I didn't want to have them all bearing down or bogged down so I couldn't hear my truck. That was one problem I didn't like. I wasn't able to hear my truck. I wasn't able to hear me. And I can turn the music up, you know, everything. I can turn the sounds down, you know, I can adjust everything, so that's perfect for me. Music I have like in the background just playing, but other than that, doesn't mean anything. I normally just do that to kind of help me get through a lot of these runs. Y'all notice that. So hope y'all have been enjoying everything on both my platforms. Doing the best I can, just like I said. I mean, I can't make you sub. I can't make you like. I can't make you follow. All I can do is continue to show the content. That's it. I think we only got 13 speeds in this truck. Now it's set up for heavy haul anyway, so it's you know, that's why I have the banner and the I think I got the beacons on here. I think that was the last thing I did put on here before I actually changed the color. So Idaho is around the corner. Don't know how that's gonna play out. Put this boy in cruise. Rest my legs a little bit. I wanted to kind of use the track R a little bit more because I haven't used it in a minute. I had to update it. It was funny, and that's kind of eerie for me not to be using it, but I use it when I can. It doesn't take me long to get back into the groove of things. And I wanted to get in. Let me see. I think this is the 389. I think I got the only truck. I think I got a 680. I got all the Ford trucks in here too. So and all the windows roll down. Now that one T800 that I have, the last video, I don't know where that come from because I don't remember the windows rolling down ever. And maybe they updated it. I don't know. Somebody updated it. They figured out what to do. So I don't know. I didn't do anything to it. I just ran it as a quick job, for good measure. And then they had the W900 sound, so it was a little bit different than some of the sounds that we've had. So, well, other than that, everything's good. Everything's looking good. Working a little bit hard, but nevertheless, not too bad. Not too bad. All by my lonesome on the job now, but still in good spirits. I had my appointment with the chiropractor, and just had a little pain in my right hip, like in the hip joint itself. So I got some stretches, and that was pretty much the last of my sessions for now. So I'll just be on like as necessary. So I would definitely be using her more often, and then I'll be using her throughout the year. So it really helped me out. Now that put me back into the driver's seat. I'm sitting on a pad now that's got air where it can breathe and stuff like that. My mom had bought me that, so I got that one, and I got a cloth one. So I'm trying to sit on them, and I got my Harmonics back massager that actually massages your back, your spine. So everything's working out fine. It's working out fine. So I want to go on ahead and get the music jumping off a little bit. Let me see if I can go on and get it jumping off real quick. I just turned it down a little bit. This run is about almost done anyway. I might do another run for y'all. I flipped my trailer. The last time I drove, I flipped the truck and trailer. Took a turn too hard, which all my stability, that's lower. I got it all down. I don't have it all tight because I wanted to kind of roll bounce, So I think we just passed the fuel station, but we alright. Got an hour 26 minutes on the run, so we looking good. A couple of those videos also, I wanted to let y'all see me actually do a lot of the stuff inside, and that's why I said I made it more realistic. That's why you seeing me doing what I'm doing now, because I made it more realistic where I'm actually sitting inside the cab more often, which that's something I always liked to do. I mean, it took me a minute to get used to it, but it wasn't as bad, I like to sit outside because I like to show the trailer, but ain't nothing special about the 28-foot trailer, box trailer, other than I can do my external contracts and I can do my regular cargo market contracts, which is cool because I like the whole point of being able to keep it as realistic as I can, And if you look at our money, it's only $10,054, which we owe the bank a lot of money. I got 2 drivers working for me, as far as I know. So it is what it is. Just like I said, I'm running it like we're actually doing it in the real world. So which is fine. The Jake drop this down a little bit. Getting ready to turn. I definitely would like to see what Johnson's sound like. Plus, I noticed y'all been probably looking at the webcam. Been trying to keep it as stable as I can. Keep looking. So now you see why my screen is the way it is. And I think I had said something like that before. So now, I mean, technically I don't need the track R, but it's still cool to use it. Because I'm technically looking forward You know, I'm not looking to the side. And if I need to look over and outside the actual window, then that's what I got it for. So I do have some heavy haul trailers in here also, but it's probably going to take me a minute to get those. I mean, I like the heavy haul stuff, and I got this super duper heavy haul trailer, just unbelievably. It's got it's supposed to have escorts with it. It's the most craziest thing. It's supposed to have pusher vehicles, and I don't know when I'm gonna pull that. I'll probably use this to pull it, because it doesn't make sense to have anything longer than that. But I'm gonna see if I can actually I don't know if I can buy it or not. I have to look to see if I can buy it. I think it's might be part of the heavy haul, which would be fine, because then, I mean, not the heavy haul, the special transport. So I found some other guy that actually was doing some he was showcasing some product he was doing, some projects he was doing for making these outrageous loads that need escorts and need all these teams and stuff. And it was just kind of interesting how he actually created one. So I'm definitely interested in trying it. I just hope there's escorts actually helping with the traffic, because that's the only thing I will have to worry about. Yeah, this truck is nice. I mean, the sound is nice. I wanted to try the other ones out, couldn't try them out because I didn't have enough money. I was out of money. So this I think this engine was about 20,000 for this engine. So take advantage of this gas station, this fuel station right here. Got a lot of things going on in the world, man. It's crazy. I would never think. I mean, I never really wanted to talk about the coronavirus, but that's deep. That's some deep stuff going on. And you know, I've always been self-conscious about catching cold and stuff like that. But y'all got to be careful out here nowadays. It's just rough, you know. Sort of feel sorry for these other countries and stuff, but it is what it is. That's just the way it goes. And then now it doesn't hit the U.S. and now it's in my neck of the woods now. So, you know, got to stay up on top. You know, got to stay on top of everything nowadays. I need to check my phone. I had to check on something. That's my phone was ringing and technically it wasn't really that important, not for me in general. So all right, we're gonna go on ahead and drop off this load. Oh, wrong. Another reason why I've been staying inside, to prove that I can drive inside long periods of time. So a lot of people think, oh, Croc, you can't drive. Why are you always outside? Oh, I can get inside, bro. I can roll with the best of them. I do this for a living every day anyway. So I mean, I don't drive a truck, but I drive a bus every day, every single day. So and I'm technically overqualified for what I do anyway. So I'm very seasoned when it comes down to the air brakes and stuff like that. All right, shut this puppy down. Got it, unload. All right. We'll grab us another load from here, because I mean, what else can I do? I mean, technically, more money is mainly with this. I have to go with, I'm going with the most expensive loads, because that's what we got to do. Okay, so now it's gonna have us going 5 hours, but at least, and this is the money that we making. I mean, this is y'all. I mean, just like I said, I can do whatever. Y'all just don't understand. I can do whatever. I can roll with the mods. I can have half the mods. I can have, I can roll play. It's all good, it's all good. So, I'm gonna show y'all that trailer real quick. We already got the load already, so they already got us loaded up. Empty pallets, 23,423 pounds, going to show load, sell goods. I'm going ahead and show you all that trailer. And then because of my level is so low, it's kind of hard for me to really do anything else other than what I can do. This is it. This is the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this is just unfreaking believable. And I don't even know how the heck you hook up to this at all. Now I do have a truck that can pull this. I can hook it up to a dump truck, or I can hook it up to which that's another reason why I wish it had multiple multiple places where you can hook up, because then you can, because some trucks, if you look at UPS trucks, they have tongues, they have hookups for the tongues, for the dollies, as well as, and there with the extra what's names. Hopefully it don't look all crazy, but this is, I guess that's what happens when you kind of put stuff like this in here. So, but this is something somebody's been driving it, and I think it's like 2 different kinds. Let's see what the other one at. I think that's the only one, but you can get another load. There's another load that's with that, I guess. Yeah, I think there's another load like that, but it's not. It's part of that pack. And because I put everything that I could in here, because somebody asked. Because I guess the guy was asking for a donation or whatever, so he was like, "You got the link?" And more likely, probably going on ahead and help him out, because that's what it's about. So, other than that, I got the mod. I'm a happy camper, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely give him a shout out once I get ready to get running with it. I think I'm gonna still give him a shout out anyway. Let me see if I can find out. It said his name on there, and I appreciate everybody that does good work. Everybody does a good job on what they're doing. Here's BA Workshop. That's what it is. BA Workshop Heavy Transport. So that's what it is. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna pull with it. I think I got a truck that will pull it. A Volvo. I don't know. I never tried it. It is what it is. So, and I just wish this thing had a 5th wheel and had the tongue. Had a different, whichever one, depending on what kind of load you're pulling. So, other than that, we're gonna keep rolling. Fire her up, and I think I forgot to get fixed up too. But I don't think we had enough money to get fixed. So, just like I said, I have to spend wisely. This, I told you, I'm making it as real as I can make it. because everything else has been mods and whatnot, but nobody's really been seeing the realness of the game. You know, now the sounds I decided to change up because that's not really part of the game that I wanted to really deal with, even though I ran it anyway. You know, but can we go that way? I don't think so. We gonna take a chance at bagging it up. Be just my luck. Then I would have to bag up even further. Now this 28 feet, even though it doesn't look like it's that interesting, trust me, it is, because it only got one wheel in the back. Now if you see that tongue piece back there, that's why I said the trailers have the hookups for air and have that tongue piece for the hookup extra trailers and stuff like that, for like the dolly and stuff like that. So that would have still been something nice to put on there, you know, to actually add as a, like, similar to I think I have, well, I don't have it now, but there is a trailer that where you can actually move the axles back, move the tandem back, and all you do is just press the button and then it will adjust. So that'd be something nice where we can adjust what we hauling, you know, instead of it just always we pulling a fifth wheel trailer, we can pull a different trailer. So it'd be nice if we could do that. I'll try to swing this thing around, because it's gonna take too long for me to get turned around. So I'm gonna kind of jack it a little bit. All right, that should be good enough. That's another thing I like about these 28s. If I had a full-size trailer, I wouldn't be able to do this. Even though I could do it, but it's not the right place to do it, because it's just too tight in here. And I think how I found out that somebody actually that brought some other sounds out is because I was actually listening to somebody else's truck. They were actually streaming and whatnot, and I was like, wait a minute, I think somebody done created some more packs. I just wasn't sure, so I just went and checked it out, and sure enough, because it sounded like it was the N14. So. And I think this motor, I forgot to show y'all the motors, so y'all can see the motor pack. May show it at the end of the video, I don't know, I still think about it. Cause I know somebody had asked, I was driving the 567, and that was technically GTM's trucks that I was driving. So all those trucks that you've seen, those are actually trucks that were actually they would have been updated. I mean, and they still doing good. Now some have edited them, you know, with their own little style or whatever. But other than that, you know, they still work. You know, they're on the Steam Workshop as well as in the third-party mod site. So, you know, but I ran with that because I wanted to do some heavy hauling, and I wanted the the steering axle. But it was the magnitude 60 Fontaine trailer that I actually was pulling, which I didn't even know it had a chassis. Somebody had put a Mack chassis in there. I was like, wow. I was like, I'll roll with this. And then technically there was a school bus, and there was some other stuff that was in there. So somebody actually took the loads out of some other stuff and put them on those, which is cool. I wish they would have put some beacons or something on there a little bit, you know, some little lights or something, you know. But the flags is okay, because I know the U.S. you only required to put flags on there, which is kind of crazy, because you should have some kind of beacons, some kind of lighting, you know, especially if you at night. If you at night, how you gonna see the flag, you know? Now, unless you got lights to show the flag, but yeah, whatever. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, you know. Maybe I haven't did enough heavy hauling to know, but like I said, I was destined to deal with trucks, and I've been dealing with trucks, you know, self-consciously. So I know these people calling my phone, calling this phone. Robocalls, you gotta watch those robocalls. There's always somebody calling, you know. A lot of times they're calling for somebody else, they ain't calling for you. Ooh, we gotta stop. Woohoo! Stretch it out a little bit, let that turbo kick in. Wow. Yeah, this is a beast. I'm definitely gonna like this, and when I start really heavy hauling with it. I probably, well, I got more tanker endorsements now, because I didn't tell you that my my profile level is low. It's only like 6 or 7. Now another thing, they got the tow trucks where they supposed to be. I'm waiting on them to have some heavy haul records in here. I don't know why they haven't put them in here yet. You know, you have these truck accidents, but you ain't got nothing to pull to actually help with the load. But yeah, almost forgot what else I was talking about. Oh, talking about the heavy haul trailers, I think. Yeah, but this would be nice. I would definitely definitely like to test out, you know. Now that trailer I just showed is 250 tons, so you better have a strong enough truck to pull it. You gotta at least have a 511 gear ratio to even move it. So 18 speeds right out the gate. You know, if you ain't got an 18 speed, even fuller, and technically you should have automatic, because then you got the creeper gears that will kick in and then will actually help you move, you know, because that one video I showed with the Western Star Prime Mover, it actually was an automatic truck. You would thought it was a stick, and it wasn't a stick. It's an automatic truck, you know, because a lot of times that automatic will grab when you need it, so it won't, you know, be less drag, you know. And then now you got trucks now you can put you have the technology where you can put the automatic Eaton Fuller in there, and it's gonna do like a stick, you know. It's gonna do its job. And mainly what you wanted to do is, like on the hills and stuff like that, you wanted to grab, and sometimes you may need to push a truck, you know, depending on what you're doing, because that's what I was showing the video for. So that was all reference on what the game is based on. So you don't take those videos lightly, because I'm always showing something, educating somebody on something. And I've had people tell me, oh well, it shouldn't be something that's not educational, but you know, maybe it's to each his own. It could be education for somebody that may be inspired to get into a truck. You never know. They had a video, I had a little article about somebody that actually was inspired to get in a truck because they was playing the game, and it was an older person. So you know, it is what it is. So you can't never prejudge and say that somebody's not inspired. You know, this inspires me to drive, even though I drive for a living. I could be hurting, and I'd rather get under the wheel because it's relaxing. You know, I ain't got to deal with a whole bunch of stuff, you know, and whatnot. So, yeah, but this sort of sound like an open pipe. I sort of like it, you know. I've always been a fan of the N14 Cummins. It's a very nice engine, put together engine. Now, sooner or later, we either upgrade this trailer, or I will actually get a double trailer like this, another 28, which I can handle. I mean, I've had triples. Just like I said, you have to look at the videos to see what I already did. Some of this stuff I already did, and I'm doing this over and over again. You know, it's sort of repetitive that I'm doing. The same stuff that you would think I couldn't handle, I'm showing you that I can handle. You know, and if you don't look at the videos, you'll never know. You know, if you don't look back into the archives, that's what they're there for. You know, on YouTube as well as Facebook. So, you know, I'm not just out here posting this stuff from off of somebody else's page. This is my stuff. It's my content. You know, and I keep myself as comfortable as I can, so I can be able to show my best performance. You know, I'll crash or I'll flip the truck. Every so often I flip the truck. You know, and that's. You know, sometimes I run into something, I don't care, you know, because I know, I mean, in the real world, I don't do that stuff, you know. I don't have a habit of hitting stuff like that. Because I can turn it off when I need to, you know, I can take that hat off as a driver behind this wheel on this computer compared to being a driver in the real world, so. Yeah, we got a new driver in the house. I forgot to tell y'all. Got a new driver. My oldest daughter, she's driving now. She got her license now. So kudos to her. She got her license now. Just trying to get her a car. You know, she wanted to get a car. So I mean, we had a chance to get cars, and those cars went so fast because I had a little older car that I wanted her to have because it was nice. It was a clean car. I didn't want her with no junk, but I wanted her something nice and economical, you know, not something flashy where you got to worry about somebody busting you upside your head, taking it from you. You know, something nice. You know, and this is her first car, and I'm sure she would have probably took care of it, I guess, as far as I know. You know, but I know it's going to be very costly for her to drive because she's only 19 years old. She just turned 19 the 4th of March. It is what it is. Yeah, plus that was my anniversary of a very serious accident I had on the job, trying to work so hard. You know, and you have to be careful. I mean, I always, you know, I don't always play myself as a perfect person, but I do try my best to try to do what I can for my family and be as real as I know how. So I did have an accident. I still have my CDLs to this day. It was just a life lesson because what I was doing 17 hours, and I was driving for two Cummins. So fell asleep behind the wheel. I mean, it was bad, you know, but you know, luckily things worked out for me because I had the right thing in the right perspective first before, you know, the incident happened. So, you know, and it could have been worse, you know. And then other little issues have, you know, I've talked about my sciatica. Now I don't have the sciatica now, so I have that under control. So it's just a lot of things you can't expect to not go through this life without having to go through something. You know, we had to bury somebody, you know, one of my close friends of mine, she had to bury her mom. You know, she wasn't looking for that, but it had to happen. And then my mother-in-law had to bury a friend of hers. So, I mean, this is something that we got to deal with. You know, we have to understand. Oh, got to stop. And that's just is what it is. So we have to really understand that life. You know, now we got this coronavirus now going on. It's just a lot of things going on, and we have to just be mindful and be thankful of, you know, whatever state we are in, and just deal with whatever. You know, because, you know, they gripe and stuff is just too much. You know, and then I know various other people in the groups have lost people. You know, had to, you know. And it is what it is, and life goes on. You know, I lost my dad. You know, I still have my mom. I lost my dad. You know, so I know how it is. I lost a grandmother. You know, both my grandmothers. So I know how it is. You know, and you just have to live on. You know, but hopefully everybody's enjoying the ride. You know, I can talk y'all head off because I can talk about anything. And a lot of times I don't deal with politics too much, but I try to deal with life in general because that's what people need to be looking at. I mean, the politics stuff, it is what it is, but the life is people need people to talk to, or people to inspire them, or people to get on, maybe show some criticism, whatever. You know, and that's the way it is. You know, it's all love. You know, I love everybody. I try to love everybody unconditionally, regardless of what you know, who you are, where you're from, and things of that nature, because that's what God wants us to do. So, and a lot of times I don't talk about religion, but you know, it's just very simple. We want to keep things simple, and we have to understand that things don't happen just to be happening. You know. I think it was a tornado that was in Tennessee. It's just, I mean, devastation. I mean, I felt sorry for the people. You know, and then the people got killed. I mean, it is what it is. You know, but all you can do is just avoid it. You know, well, it's sort of hard to avoid because y'all gotta die. You know, I have my time to die, and I'm just not even looking at that now. I'm trying to enjoy life as much as I can. I'm trying to do all I can while I'm living. You know, enjoying it. Because when it's time to go, I won't be able to come back to do it again. So, and it is what it is. Around my kids, I used to work real hard. Now I only work 8 hours a day, 8.5 hours a day. I don't need the money. I need all the money I can get. And I work, well, technically I work extra 22 hours anyway, you know, within the 6 days, you know, so I work 6 days straight. But somebody must have hit, that car just hit that truck. Yeah, I was wondering why this hazard lights was on. That's crazy. That's why I said, when you have the game open and you don't have the mods, you can see what's actually going on, because the game is alive. You know, you want to see that. You don't want to always see the mods all the time. You want to see everything that's going on and seeing how things are progressing. You know, how the game actually has a mind of its own. You know, and that's what I like. It's like you know, it'd be nice if we can actually see our own trucks on our truck buddies. I mean, truck employees on the road with us. They already done put them on the map. So don't think that they ain't trying to put it right in the driver's seats, right in these trucks that we see driving past us. So, you know. Try to slow it down, but we got to slow down anyway, so it's okay. Technically, we in residential area, well, business district, and 9 times out of 10 they want us to drive slower anyway. So So 35 miles an hour is technically the lowest we can go. I mean, the highest we can go. So now I'm gonna try to cruise on through. See, there goes. Man, these trucks is rolling. Look at those trucks rolling, man. Look at, that's the T800, and you're gonna automatically see some of the mod trucks in here, because some of those trucks are all normally be in here. You know, I mean, everybody's moving at their own pace and at their own control. Is beautiful. I like it. I'm loving it, man. You got a truck right next to me, rolling just like I'm rolling. Feels good. They driving bigger trucks than I am, but that's all right. Volvo, look at the Volvo over there. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care what y'all be talking about. Are you talking about y'all on the CPs and all the time, P389s all the time? You should enjoy all the trucks that they got in here. You know, we got 5 trucks. I mean, and we got Mac on the way now. I mean, it's beautiful. You know, I'm enjoying the scenery. You got the roads. Everything looks real. Everything looks so smooth. And it looks like now, because I took some of my other mods out, we had 60 frames. You know, I could probably get higher than that if I really want to get it higher than that, but I'm satisfied with it. You know, it's still smooth for me. You know, and I know some been talking about they got bigger video cards and they still can't get their stuff right. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, you can spend all this money and you still can't get your stuff right. It's not, you don't have a perfect video. I don't know. It's something you're not doing. That's all I know. I mean, you spent money and don't know what you know, and don't understand that the game is rendering itself and the developers are learning. I'm guarantee you they're not spending a lot of money on their setups. Alright, we're gonna go on in and open it up now. We at 65. I didn't even know we went up. And then we don't know. They may be in I mean, we may get the actual realistic sounds. I mean, you know, they probably gonna allow Fmod to actually create the sounds for us. You don't know what they're doing, you know, because a lot of times you have somebody else and you in partnership with somebody else. That saves you on money, on spending your money. That saves you. You know, when you in partnership with somebody else, you know, and you leverage. You know, people don't understand the price of leverage. You know, you got leverage all through everything. I mean, you work your job, you're being leveraged by your bosses. You know, they're not working as hard as you're working. You know, and same as you would be leveraging your kids. You know, your kids, you tell them what to do, you give them chores, things of that nature. So everybody's getting leverage. It's all about how you get leverage. Now, there's nothing wrong with being leveraged, because it's like life lessons in being leveraged. But in the same breath, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, being in business with somebody else, working with somebody else to get a goal done. You know, just like we have truck books on here. Now that's another partner of the gang. Now we have Truckers MP, which is another platform of the game. I mean, it's beautiful. You got drivers that are out here putting in work, you know, and they ain't even getting paid. They just doing the work because that's something to do. I mean, I have a VTC. That's what I'm working for. You know, that's what I was doing when I was doing the World of Truck stuff, and I was just off the grid stuff, you know, because, you know, I have to be able to, because that's my VTC. Yeah. I like the Jake. The Jake it's nice. It sounds, I mean, it's not overbearing. It's there. You know it's there. And I'm sure if I had the chip, a more modded engine, I will have an even more interesting jailbreak, which is fine. I know the M11. I hope somebody's updating that M11. That M11 is bad, man. I don't go here. Just like this N14. N14. I had the chipped V. I think it was V. What was it? 8V70, 8V92, but it just didn't sound right in here. It probably sounded okay, and I probably could have used it, but it was $9,000 for that engine, and I could have put it in here. But I love these Cummins. All right, I think this would be it. Now if I was streaming, this would probably be a little bit longer, but then I would have to look at the screen and look at my phone and make sure I see people coming in and followers and stuff. I'm not really ready set up for that now. Gotta see if I can get me another source of a screen so I can be able to see some stuff other than my phone. I might use my tablet. I don't know. I have to figure things out. But hopefully everybody enjoyed everything. I want to drop this off, and sort of me actually recording actually inspired me to do more, and that's what it's about, inspiring each other to do more. There's nothing wrong with doing more. It's good to do more. I think I got more tanker endorsements than anything. They should be ready to give me another endorsement, I guess. Oh, we about to get too close to that trailer. I should have just went on and let them go on ahead and park it. I mean, I don't have to really park it. I can let them park it, really, but I'm gonna go on ahead and finish it up. I hate to start something that I don't finish. Because it gets me used to looking in this mirror and getting closer and things of that nature. Because a lot of the things, because you can set your controls up to zoom and stuff like that. But the track IR, when you set the track IR up, it actually allows you to do a lot of that stuff without actually, it's just like eye tracking. Eye tracking actually tracks on what you see, which is something nice that I would like to have. But I already paid enough for this track IR, and I'm using it until I can't use it no more. It's just a very expensive piece of machinery, so I think I would recommend anybody on a budget worse than I am. I would recommend you use the eye tracking, and then they got other stuff that you can use. I think PlayStation may have something that can be compatible with it. I'm not sure. Ooh, man, I'm getting sloppy with this. Now, the thing about it is people don't realize that when you're in planes and stuff like that, that's a simulator. They ain't gonna put you in a real plane. They're gonna put you in something, even with machinery. So this is technically a simulator by itself, because you actually, in some companies, they actually have you actually driving actual simulator. So now this wheel that I have, which is a G27 wheel, is part of that. It's something that they will use in order to use for their schooling or whatever. So it's all and technically, I mean, all the times that I've actually jacked the trailer and stuff. Now I'm sort of crooked, but I don't care. I still got it in there. and that's the double trader right there. If I want to get it, but I don't know. I might get it anyway because I need to be making more money. I'm not really making any money right now, and I might just go on ahead and get it. I don't know. I have to weigh it compared to what I already got, and let's see how much money I got off of this run. Probably it's not much. See, I just hit level 7, and that's why I said when you play the game as it is, oh, it's gonna take you forever. It's gonna take you forever. You know. Let's see. I just see. Oh, okay, this is the skill. So I'm glad they did show us that. So now you get a chance to see exactly as you work, you can gain valuable experience. So you're not just getting out here just driving. You have to get these marks in order to make more money. Okay. And you see the training. You got the hazmat. So you're not out here just driving. Just like I said, I keep trying to tell people. People think that this is about as real as you can get, because these are actually real stuff. Now I don't have a hazmat, but I understand the hazmat because I've looked at it enough to really understand. I just don't want to drive no bombs and driving fuel. You know, they pay you, but you know, it's just too hazardous for me. So let me see. But you got everything here that gives you a documentation, which a lot of people may not have time to read this, but it's very important, so you'll know exactly what you can do and what you can't do. I'm gonna probably go with, let me see, long distance. Now they give you more reward when you deliver. You know, now all of these are what they are. So now I can actually haul this stuff now, and in my other profiles I've got all this, you know, and now I'm taking my time, you know, and all of it's training. They may add some more training in here because there is a game called Euro Truck Simulator Training or something like that. That's part of the Euro part, but I'm surprised they didn't make American side to actually put in here. You know, where you actually have to really drive the truck. You're actually behind the wheel. You learn how to drive. You actually learn how to jack the trailer, stuff like that. You actually learn how to keep the speed, Jake braking, and you know, and things of that nature. So I don't know. I might get. I don't know. Guess I get the fragile cargo. I guess don't matter. It's only 1 point. I mean, I had to run at least 3 runs just to get that, and people don't understand. Oh, it's work. It's work. All right, freight market. If I go and get the freight market, I probably would get a better deal. Nope. See, I'm just gonna be hauling heavier, but I'm only, how much am I making? So I'm making $24.66 a mile, which is technically good money, because technically, if you actually look in the real world, these guys is only making 49 cents a mile. You know, on top of they, you know, whatever they pay is, you know, and then they got the sign-on bonuses that get you riled in and get you set up. You know, there's always something. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna pretty much cut this off here, and then this is the external contracts for those that may be interested. You know, and this is actually, in order to do this, you got to be registered with World of Trucks, which is another platform that adds you to be able to do events for them, for the developers. You know, and then just like we just did the breast cancer event, we did Christmas event. They have all kinds of events. You know, now if I do get the external contract, see how the money rolls up. So if I grab this one, That's only 4 hours, but I get a chance to pull a bigger load, but that my money will go up, you know. So I can actually drop this trailer and get that and still make more money. This is how you progress in the game. Now I've tried it because I've been able to do it, and the reason why I can say I've did it because I'm gonna show y'all something else. This is the bank right here. This is the money that I owe. So my account balance is only $7,893. This is how much I owe. I owe $478,000. Well, technically, $535,000. Okay. So I've had a number of loans. I mean, this thing get as real as you can get. If you want to really understand business, this will show you business full-fledged. We'll show you as much as you need to know, because when you get out here and on here, you're actually driving somebody else's darn truck, and you have to get yourself moved through the ranks just to even get your truck. See, I'm at 7 and I got how many trucks? Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all how many trucks I got. I'm just trying to help y'all so y'all can see. Okay, now I just upgraded, so I got more upgrades. You get that. You know, these other trucks are modded trucks, which you can get those off the workshop, or you can actually add them in. You know, so I just like I said, the world is your oyster when it comes down to this game. I mean, a lot of stuff have been added because we just recently got trailer purchase. We just recently got where we can control the bouncing of the vehicle, of the truck, the stability of the truck, the stability of the trailer. What else can we do? This is just a lot of stuff that we can do, man. There's so much to be done. Oh, I need to go back into the bank. Oh no, I had to go to the driver. So I got these two. Oh well, it's just me. I forgot. It's just this individual that's working for me right now. This is what he's making. He's only making $8.63 a mile. Why? Because of his skill. I'm making a little bit more than he is, but I'm working with him. He's working. I'm leveraging him. That's why I said leverage is good. And then also, look, he's on here too. See my point? So he's out here driving for me, as I drive for myself too. So I'm not just out here working or some pyramid. I'm actually at the top, and I'm actually paying these folks to drive for me, because that's why you hear the little coin thing come out. You'll hear, because somebody got to be paid. Somebody got to be and this money can actually go into the negative, where you'll be continually going in debt, but you won't cut out. You just continue to go in debt. And debt ain't bad. It's just bad debt. As long as you don't have bad debt, you okay. Good debt is good. Like this debt I got right here because of and then I have list of my trailers. So I only got that trailer right there. He has a trailer. I mean, he's probably just driving whatever he's driving. So he's already pulling a mobile barrier. So just like I said, they're out here working, and I can show you his log of how far he done went. If you want to get in detail, a lot of us play the game and just play it. We don't really take it to heart as a business, and actually looking at it as a business, and actually teaching you about business, because they don't teach you that stuff in school. They don't teach you none of that stuff in school. So now you see my stats. This is my stats. This is what I'm driving. I can relocate. This is work that I'm on the road. This is the miles that I've driven. Private per distance, I'm making $14 an hour per mile so far. That's what I've profited so far. Just dropped off. I'm roaming now. I'm about to go in and pull this double. I may go in and pull this double now. Just like I said, I don't know. Y'all may not want to follow me, but I'm gonna go on ahead and do it anyway. Because I was gonna cut it off, and I'm gonna go on and probably possibly do this last load. I have to look at my time, make sure I'm not running too long. I'm not worried about myself, but it's just that. Oh man, we can drive cars. Ooh. Woo! I think we can make more money off cars. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and go with that. I think I'm going with that. I'd rather pull cars than pull this trailer. That's another $2,000. I think I'm gonna go with that. So you have to go back and forth. You know, you got the trailer, you know, and that just synchronized with progress with World of Trucks. So I wasn't just doing the work and it not being documented, because I got plenty of documentation for all this stuff. You know, is it paying off? It's paying off when it comes down to the mindset. Because if I actually decide to really do this stuff in real time, it's on. You know, but
do this.
So we dropped the trailer, and we could have grabbed one of these trailers, but we about to grab this trailer from the dealership over here. And I see I ain't damaged my truck so bad that it hasn't been cutting off, because luckily, normally if you hit it, if you tear it up too much, then you got to get it fixed. You know, so I can still have some money. And I think some have actually said we need to show damage on the truck. You know, that's something that will actually add to the sales of, you know, to the game. They don't realize that, or actually make people more inspired to play, because then that's about as real as you can get. You know, and then you have to still get the truck fixed, which is fine. You know, but because of the manufacturers, they want to keep the trucks brand new, like they never get old. You know, and that's not true, because these trucks get old. You know, the mileage is nothing. It's no different than the mileage. If you put mileage on it, what's the difference? You know, you put mileage on it. So if you put mileage on it, then why not, you know, make the damage look like it's, you know, or make it weather or something like that. You know, there's nothing to it. You know. So that's what it's about. I mean, and the thing about with me now, how did I get the one person, and how did I get the truck? I borrowed enough money so I could be able to get the truck, and I got a garage, and it costs money for the garage, it costs money for the truck, it costs money for the person, the employee. So you have to branch out. You know, how you gonna branch out? You know, so I'm leveraging one person, but I'm not working as hard as if it was just me by myself. And normally I would get two people, and those two people will take care of it. You know, well, it'd be a slow pace, but they still would. I mean, I wouldn't have to leverage myself. I would only have to leverage them. You know, and then they will, as they drive, they level up. That's more money in your pocket. That's more money in their pocket. So it works out. You know, and then you know, like the little stuff, like the rims, that's something small. I don't have to necessarily put in here. I think this is our, yep, that's our trailer right there. Normally I turn on my hazards. That's just me. That's something, that's another way of being professional. So we're gonna go on ahead and grab this. I haven't grabbed one of these in a long time. First time for everything, so y'all got a chance to see me pull cars. I think we need more cars to pull. So now we got cars, we got trucks. It'd be nice if we pull in some more vehicles. Pulling equipment. So we don't know what Idaho is in store. Alright. Okay, gonna go in. Hook up. So now I'm pulling their trailer now. Now the difference between me pulling their trailer and my trailer, now we're gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Now, if I damage the truck and the trailer, then I'm damaging their trailer. So the load and the trailer it's a double whammy instead of me just damaging my trailer. If I damage the trailer and not the load, I still get I still do look good on my paperwork. But if I damage the trailer, it's not gonna look good. So we got cars here, and 4 hours and 36 minutes. Got 24,000 pounds for the cars going to Albuquerque Airport, so they about to go on the train once we drop them off. Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck somewhere. What the heck? Oh, I didn't swing it hard enough. And then sometimes I forget when I'm inside. That's why you have to always look back and pay attention behind you. And I can't really see. I can see in that mirror, but that was my fault. I was trying to get out in traffic, so before this traffic started coming in, now there's traffic trying to take over. The thing about it is some people say, oh well, that's too much, I just want to play the game. We'll play the game. You can play the game. It's fine. But in certain places, if you're playing Truckers MP, you have to be on your best behavior. You have to be like you actually driving this like you in the real world. Why? Because they have rules. Everything is governed by rules. You have rules. What's the problem? You know, there's nothing wrong with having rules. You know, everybody. You know. That's why we can get tickets in the game. I hear that our weight stations have changed a little bit. I need to check that out too. Yeah, that's something I need to check out too. I think I'm gonna have to probably look at somebody's video and see if anybody actually got any footage for that. I haven't experienced it yet, you know, which would have made sense because if you pass the way station is easy to. I mean, you can get a fine easily with bypassing the weigh station, but if you underweight, overweight, and stuff like that, that's where it should be able to tell you, you know, if it's really doing what it's supposed to do. Because the weigh station is supposed to help you and hurt you at the same time. You know, it only help you. It helps you so you don't overweight your truck and tear your truck up. But in the same breath, it will crucify you if you are overweight. You know, and that's where you got the cops pulling behind you and stuff like that. That would be something interesting if we had have the cops actually pulling right behind us and actually pulling us over. That'd be crazy, you know. Well, they already ticket us anyway, so it doesn't matter. They don't even have to stop us. Yeah, I know somebody was actually trying to create the window down effect. Now the developers done created that for us, You know, just like I said, they're watching. They're watching it. They're looking at everything we doing. And every time we do something, they gonna rebound or create something to bring it to existence. I think I would have been closer to getting in my intake manifold out my truck if I didn't hit those couple hiccups, but I'm gonna still probably take the bolts out and just hope for the best. I don't want to damage nothing, but I want to make sure I got enough clearance to be able to pull stuff out, and if I have to take any other things loose, then I'll do that. But I need to actually start on something, because I'm gonna have to take everything off of it and actually replace all the gaskets that are already on the component, because I'm dealing with the upper as well as the lower gasket. So I don't know where the leak is coming from, so I'm gonna change all that stuff out. Change all that stuff out. It's gonna be like a brand new truck once I'm done with it. And that's something that's a skill that I've gotten even when I wasn't even in school. You know, to do extra or do those little things that a lot of these mechanics don't do. They may be charging you, flat rate charging you, and that's all they charge you. I mean, they're not doing everything that needs to be done to make sure you are happy. And if they make you happy, then that means you're gonna go and bring more business to them. It's quality. If you don't understand that quality, they don't look at quality, they look at quantity, and think that that's the thing that's gonna get you on top. That's not get you on top. You know, you do what you're supposed to do. Is gonna be the path to your door. Provide the service as people intended. They will continue to have you as their go-to person. That's something that I did even in my business. I tried to do that, and I had other people that was trying to supposed to help me, but they didn't really understand the severity, the seriousness of my business. You know, so now I just work by myself. You know, it's sad, but that's just the way it is. People don't understand that concept. You know, and that's what we call a divided house. You know, I'm just sad, but. Alright, about to open it up a little bit. I didn't know our speed was low. I think we got, oh, and I think I got my blinkers still on. I can't see. And it's look like this wheel done changed. It's supposed to have been already still in my position since I last saved it. Plus I gotta make sure I'm in front of this screen. That's another thing about this Tracker R, you gotta make sure you're in front of the screen. Yep, gotta work tonight. We had an easy night, sort of easy night. I mean, any night ain't as easy as I want it to be, but I try to make the best of it. We didn't have an event, but still we was busy. It didn't matter. Well, I was busy. I don't know about anybody else. I can't speak for nobody else because people don't want to do what they're supposed to do. They're not team players. People don't want to be a team player. They want to always try to be slick and conniving and you know, think it's a game, and it's not all about fun and games, you know. All right, we dropping speed again. Yeah, more information on the way I have monitors. Triple monitors work better than double monitors. I don't know why people think that double monitors work better. I don't think so. I think triple monitors work better. Even though these are mismatched monitors, triple monitors work better because technically that's the way the program is actually set up. It will work for double monitors, but you're still going to be lacking something. So, and it just is what it is. It won't separate and actually put things in its right perspective. You know, I tried double monitors, it just don't work. You know, that's what inspired me to get more monitors. But now I have 2 monitors already. One of my monitors went out, and then I end up having to buy one. I bought one for $15. You know, just like I said, it's your setup. Now, if you want to be showboat and try to, you know, make it look like you're doing something, then you do that. But you the one gonna be broke, you know, if you ain't careful. So, now I actually got another monitor that I paid $10 for. That's the middle screen. The middle screen and the one on to the right is, I only paid $25 compared to both of those screens. My left screen, which is my TV, which is hooked up to my I have an antenna if I want to watch TV because this is my man cave. That TV run me $200, $222 at HH Grid. I mean, you know, I spend more money on that TV than technically all the monitors that I've had. But even the other monitor that I have, I think I paid $25 for that monitor. So, you know, the thing about it is you have to look at these TVs and you have to look at everything and weigh it out. You know, and if you want to spend that big dollars, then spend it. You know, I don't have that kind of money to spend like that. I have other things that need to be paid for. You know, even the van that I got is $1,700. I paid $1,700 for that van. You know, I'm pretty much brought it up to where it's pretty decent. I mean, it run pretty good, even though it had its issues with the intake problem because it was more than one breathing source. Instead of it breathing from the front end of the of the van, where the intake hose, it was breathing from the intake manifold as well as that. So you got too many. It's not air that's being metered. So vehicles, even this truck, cars, anything motorcycles, whatever you got out here that's got an engine, has to be able to breathe. If it's not breathing the way it's supposed to be breathing, then it's gonna be running bad. You know, it's just gonna be running bad. And so far, I mean, even with my webcam, the screens look good. I mean, they look good. And technically, that's a 920 HD, which is the best. That's not the best camera, but if money can buy it, it was the best because I only paid $60 for it. That's a $80. That's technically a $100 camera, webcam. But I only paid $54, and then I got it on sale. And it had a warranty on it. I still have a warranty on it. I was able to buy another warranty on top of that warranty when I took that one in. Yeah. So I don't know if the warranty still stands. I know it was 2 years, and for some reason it was something corrupted. For some reason I can't run 2 cameras. I don't know why. I was able to run 2 cameras before. I don't know, because I'm running the old OBS without the overlays and the extra little tidbits. Because Streamlabs OBS is okay, but it's just a little power hungry for my system. I've ran it before, and I probably can run it now because things have progressed. I still have it set up, and I'm probably going to have to upgrade it. It's just too many overlays and too much extra stuff. You know, because all I want to do is stream. I don't want to be, doing all this extra stuff now unless I have to. Now, when it comes down to the chat, and you can read the chat on the screen, stuff like that, I like that. Because then I want to take my eyes off the road. I can look on the screen and see what's going on. So that's not a problem. And I have a few videos with that overlay, using the overlays and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to press upon these individuals that are starting out. You know, I'm 7 years, 8 years, maybe 10 years strong in playing games. Well, longer than that, really. I've been playing ever since I was yay high. So, but to be streaming, it's been a short time. It's been probably about well, I had my channel up since 2013, but didn't know about the streaming, you know, and still had to learn, still learning, you know, and it's good. It's all good. Now, as that my other driver drives and more drivers I have driving for me, the more money, actually I end up with more money. So that's why I said, when you have more people working for you, that adds more money for you. I'm gonna go in and let them take it. It don't matter. I'm about to be dropping this off in a minute anyway. But and that's all, you know. And that's another thing I like about my track hour, because I can look all the way around my screen, all 3 screens. And I mean, technically it's for 1 screen, but I mean, why not use it for 3 screens? Why not be able to look like this all the way across all 3 screens? I mean, I don't know, you know. And I tried it with the 1 screen. I thought that's what it was best for, and I'm like, well, I can use 3 screens. And when I seen that my video card was able to handle 3 screens, and it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, but excuse me. It's getting late. I need to get over here. I done spent almost all morning on here trying to entertain y'all and forgetting about what I need to do. I need to get some more rest and get something to eat. You know, so this will probably be already posted already. So what I'm saying already will be already in the works, or after been done, you know, already. So we're not gonna worry about that. Ooh, man, what the heck am I doing? I think my thing I just bumped my what's this thing called? This popper. It made me go into another lane. Yeah, but it took me a long time to get my screens. Now all I need now is to buy the screens, the proper screens, and it doesn't even matter, because I won't even spend the money. You know, that's money wasted, because all I needed to do is do what it's doing. And you know, and I mean I wanted a curved screen, and then when come to find out curved screen won't be as long as what I have already. I'm like, that's all right. You know, some things you can waste money on just because somebody else said it, or because that's their preference, and then you have to be comfortable in your own skin and like what you like, you know. And that's why you have a lot of other gamers playing their setups and got their setup a certain way, and if they have their setup a certain way, then that's to their liking. You know, that's something that they, you know, can say that, oh, this is what I did, you know. And that's all I'm saying. Woo, man, I'm about to lose it. I don't know how I did that. I must be just sleepy. I was asleep, then I decided to get up and get to driving. So just got a lot to finish up this week. Hopefully I can dodge this rain so I can finish this truck. And then I got to move on to the next vehicle. It's just an ongoing thing. But I wasn't expecting, even when I bought this truck, I wasn't expecting to do this. But I didn't even expect it having an intake leak because I put a distributor in, put a it's a 20-year-old truck, but it's a nice truck, a nice van, you know, and to get it and it's tough. It's not like these newer cars, because I got a newer car where I done burnt the hubs up multiple times. I burnt the brakes up multiple times. I've actually burnt the transmission up, you know. So, you know, compared to the old Chevy, you know, rear-wheel drive Chevy vans, it's not a bad van. You know, even if I put 200,000 miles on it, it still ain't gonna break a sweat, because I got 200,000 miles on my Mitsubishi and I got almost 300,000 on my Honda, which it needs the transmission rebuilt. Either I'm gonna rebuild it, or I'm gonna go on ahead and rebuild it later, and I'm just gonna go on and spend the money and just swap out the. Ooh man, oh man, what am I doing? Woo, losing it. Stop. I think I got this mic too close to me, and that's what kind of distracted me a little bit. All right. Now you can see why I like, because you can see outside, you see all the way outside, and technically it's like me being tall, because I'm a tall guy, so it's almost like me sitting back, because you can sit close, and my setup is actually on a big table, table I spent $10 for, and it's got a curve. I mean, it's got a little curvage, or it's got the V, so that's why my screens and my monitors is as long as it is. If I didn't have the room, I would not be using it, and I like my room, so. I just wish I had enough room for to set up another setup, but I'm not really worried about it, you know. And I got another computer that I have that's it's a workstation computer. It's already set up, and it needs memory and the chip. It needed a bigger chip, but I don't know if I'm actually putting any more money into it. I'll probably give it to one of my kids, letting them do some work on it or whatever. It's got Windows 7 already. I think I tried to put Windows 10 on it. Couldn't put Windows 10 on it, but and I brought that one from out the grave because technically they threw it away. I had two workstations. All right. Oh, wrong button. Open. Turning on the hazards on. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing in here. Now, if you don't have the Tracker R, I'm gonna have to show y'all something else that you can use if you're on a budget. Just like I said, you know, I didn't always have the Tracker R, and then sometimes I don't use the Tracker R all the time. You gotta have a hat on, or you gotta have your headphones on, which I don't have headphones on. I got all my sound coming out through my speakers, because I just didn't. I mean, I sweat, so I don't like all that sweatiness, you know, on my ears and stuff like that. So I like to be comfortable. And I enjoy my sound system. So that's mainly the reason why I have it set up like that. So just like I said, everybody has their way of setting up stuff for themselves or whatever. Ooh, man. Close to that side. Yep, I was going in bag on that one. Woo. Think about me, I've always worked hard, work, never really enjoyed life. I mean, I made money, and I didn't make as much as I wanted to make, but I still never got a chance to really enjoy life, because life ain't always about money all the time. But it's something that you need to have. But you know, being with your kids, hanging with your kids, hanging with yourself, enjoy yourself. You know, breathing the fresh air, going to walk, ride bike, things of that nature, doing things, exercise, stuff like that. Doing things like that, that's priceless. Because a lot of people don't understand, you know, work is secondary, even though it is primary. You know, because kids a lot of times don't look for that. All right, we're going to go and shut down, and we're going to go on ahead and detach. And that will be it. Alright, so that will be it. I'm going to go ahead and cut off here. I know this got to be about an hour, probably longer than that. Sorry for that, but oh well. Just is what it is. I'm going to show you all this other thing that I was talking about. This is what you can use if you're using one monitor. This is what I use if I was using one monitor. Where is it at? Gameplay. It's in the settings, gameplay. You go down here. Where is it at? Yeah, right here. Your rotation. So you got steering, camera rotation. If you check that, that will allow you to rotate your camera as the steering wheel is turned. Okay, so as you turn, you can look in the mirror, and then you won't be able to look on the other side, but you'll be able to look at wherever you're looking. Okay, another feature is the steering camera rotation factor. So you can actually meter this. You can actually make it drive slower. I mean, you can either advance it or you can retard it. Okay. So the reason why I say that, because as you hit this tab, pull this tab up further, then it makes the camera move faster. Okay. So as you're turning, it's going to turn fast. Just as my tracker R. My tracker R had to do the same thing. In order for my tracker R to be perfect like I wanted, because it was fast, and I had to slow it down. And I had to readjust it so I can be able to look both ways and stuff like that. I think it was moving too slow. So now you got another thing right here. You got camera, steering camera rotation on reverse. So you can put it on normal, or you can disable, or you can invert it. If you invert it, then it's going to do it a different way than normal. That's all I can tell you on that. Now, blinker camera, you even got a blinker camera rotation, where if you hit the blinker, it will actually rotate to that blinker, whichever blinker. If you hit to the left, it will rotate it to the left side. If you hit to the right side, it will rotate it will rotate to that side. Physical camera movement, that's another one that you have up. And the physical camera, as you drive, the camera is actually moving around your truck, stuff like that. So as you're driving around, you won't have to necessarily have to move the camera. It will actually move with you as you move. and then it has its own factors too. So you can actually adjust that. I have it up high. I'll probably turn it down. I normally have it in the middle, and then that's it. You set all this up. This is your gallons, your units, temperature units, the weight, your miles. I got it set up on. 24-hour notation, which is Army time. You know, and that's pretty much it. This is mainly where you can set up a lot of your, like you can change your background, like, you know, so, you know, you got all these little places where you can, you know, you can even be in the snow if you want. And then you actually also get these things if you, as you progress through the events. If you do events, sometimes you get these things. Because this one, I think it was an event background. This was the event background. So, you know, and then you can actually have them rotate. This is the Christmas one we got, you know, 1 year as a gift. And then you got desktop fade away delay, where you can delay it to go away 60 seconds, you know, so it'll actually pan to a different frame. Like for instance, like it's already showing one way in 60 seconds, in a minute it'll be changing again. So traffic offense. So if I actually, you know, like the time they could have, they can actually give you a ticket, and you can cut that off and turn it on. You can turn on the fatigue, where you have to use the rest stops, you know, to rest, and then you have to use that. They have the pros and cons, because it's a double-edged sword. Because sometimes you have to look at how many hours you have before you have your next rest stop and stuff like that, because that makes a difference on if you are on time for your load or you're late for your load, which takes away from your money. So I mean, it's a lot. And then you got preferred drop length. You can actually add to this. I actually had it up before, but it takes longer. It makes your job even longer if that's what you want it to be. And you got all this other stuff right here. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You even got detours. You got rain probability. You got random events. Excuse me. So there's a lot of things you can do. So it's a lot to do. Lot to, you know. This is your. I think I showed this before. Then you got the graphics, you know. So I might alter. And I mean, I'm doing pretty good. Those are my other controls for all my little, all my components. So this is the only one that I had to update, because I still have that. My joystick, the other joystick has more buttons, so I had to format that one. It was already set up. All they do is just reformat it. So now I can roll down my windows now. You can actually add to this. You can actually add to that. You know, this is how you set up your wheel or whatever controller you're driving. Clutch. You can actually adjust your clutch. You can adjust the dead zoning clutch. It's a lot of stuff. You can the look up. You can look up, look down, look around, stuff like that. And you can set up your 8 shifter. If you got 8 shifter, which is your stick shift. Those that have the shifters, the T8 shifter and the Phantom shifters and other shifters that they have out. And this is your automatic right here. So it's a lot of things. And then this is your buttons for all this is all mainly set up on the keyboard, but I have a side panel, and I use it as a button box, so you can set up all your buttons on there. So I use everything. Everything has a button. I use it, you know. So that's it. All right, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Croc 342 out. Hope y'all enjoyed everything. I'll catch y'all on the next video.